Welcome back. Let's now turn our attention to the COVID cases in India at the moment. Now, at this point in time, the number of COVID cases in the country is declining significantly. However, nearly 70% of India's COVID caseload is coming from two states, that is Kerala and Maharashtra. Now, as on February 1st, as the chart for you on your screen will come up, the total number of active COVID cases is more than 1,60,000. But out of this, Kerala alone contributes to 69,000 of those cases and Maharashtra nearly 44,000. Now, in view of this, the centre has sent a team of experts to both these states. The high-level teams will work closely with the state health departments to try and contain the number of cases. Let's also look at the kind of trend in the last 2 days, over the last 7 days, in fact, since January 26. Kerala has been consistently recording cases between 5,000 to 6,000 a day. And Maharashtra has been recording more than 2,000 cases daily as well. Now, this compares to other states in India. The numbers are significantly high, and that remains a big concern. Let's, in fact, just take a look at that chart on your screen at this point in time, and that will give you an idea of how the number of cases across the country is moving and how much Kerala and Maharashtra are contributing. Meanwhile, in Delhi, this latest Sero survey results are also out, and that shows that more than 56% of people have developed antibodies against COVID. This is the fifth Sero survey, then the largest in the country so far, and was conducted from 15th to the 23rd of January. So at this point in time, the big question really is that what is it that's causing this significant decline in the number of cases in India? Because remember, we have, restrictions have eased up, but masks are still mandatory in all places. However, Kerala is still bucking the trend of, low falling cases. Let's, in fact, try and understand what exactly is going on or how this can be explained. I'm being joined by Dr. Anish Sinha, Associate Professor, IIPH Gandhinagar at this point in time. Dr. Sinha, thank you so much for speaking to Mirror Now. My first question to you is, if you can help us understand what your assessment of the situation is when we talk first about the way India's cases are falling. We've seen what's happened in some of the Western countries and what is happening, in fact. However, we have, been seeing the significant decline in cases. What's your own assessment of what's working really?
Yeah, a very good evening. And the 2021 started in a very positive note, both in terms of decline in COVID cases, a significant decline in COVID cases in our country, and also the beginning of the vaccination drive in our country for the COVID. So why the cases came down, there are certain things need to be considered why we are doing so well in terms of declining cases in our country. Going way back in the March 2020, when the pandemic started in our country, the lockdowns were in a very initial. India was one of the country which imposed lockdown very early, and the lockdown period was utilized for ramping up the health system, the preparations, and more importantly, generating awareness among the community that what are the COVID preventive measures, or the COVID appropriate behavior of hand sanitizers, the importance of mask and social distancing. Even the mobile caller tunes were always giving these messages. So this kept our community very aware. So the mask, I feel, has been very, very important in reducing the cases. Another is the social distancing. So the people are very aware, and you can see all bigger cities, at least they are very following the COVID appropriate behaviors. And the third important thing which we have been discussing regarding the herd immunity and all. So for a nation, for the entire country, we may not be able to comment on, but then there is always a possibility that a localized herd immunity might have been developed in those bigger cities which were actually reporting large number of cases.
Right.
So the herd immunity may also be playing a role in the declining cases.
Okay. Dr. Sinha, in that case, what would then explain the fact that Kerala has seen this kind of a massive U-turn, even Maharashtra, but not as much as Kerala? It's still seeing about 6,000 cases a day over the last several days now. What has caused that kind of bucking of trend? Because Kerala was one of the states which handled this entire issue of COVID much better than the other states initially in terms of containing the spread. And then we are seeing this kind of a U-turn now at a time when the rest of the country is seeing a massive decline in cases.
Yeah, there are these two states. If you look, the Kerala, initially it did so well that we were all discussing a Kerala model of management
Yes.
if COVID, but then it took a U-turn and now it's reporting almost one third or almost more than one third of the total country's case from that Kerala itself. So we need to look into more details as far as I have the information that the cases, like it's all about the localized herd immunity. So that levels may not have reached there. So serosurveillance can be done to assess that, like it is being done in other cities. Secondly, the cases, see, like we saw in Ahmedabad also, that once it was one area which was throwing large number of cases, and then after a few months the cases decreased in that area, and then some other areas started throwing cases. So that may be a scenario that areas may keep on, we might have been kept on changing in those Kerala, and that same thing in Maharashtra also, because Maharashtra initially reported more in the Mumbai and the slum areas, but now the slum, the serosurveillance was done and it reported 57% of the people having antibodies. So the now cases then shifted to Pune. So, and these two states also have large urban areas. Of course, other states also have, but then the urban areas are there, and areas might keep on changing. So serosurveillance need to be done to assess that.
Right. So essentially, Dr. Sinha, what you're saying is that a lot of it depends on, even if there is herd immunity, it's very localized, and that's the reason why we are seeing, these kind of trends over the last several days. But my question to you, going back to what you had spoken about, the fact that India did the lockdown much earlier, the social distancing, masks is something that is, has been advocated very strongly. And while I agree with you on a lot of that, once the lockdown restrictions started easing up, that's when we saw the number of COVID cases beginning to rise massively. And only then did we see that downward trend coming in as far as the COVID cases is concerned. And now, yes, in big cities, the assessment or the knowledge about masks and distancing is there, but there are still a lot of areas where it's not really being followed. So, the only explanation could, like you pointed out, could be the herd immunity perhaps in those areas where, we're seeing this kind of a sudden drop in cases.
Yeah, that's very true. Herd immunity is one of the most possible or likely reason that cases is coming down. But mask is equally important, because mask will actually reduce your chances of getting infected, and if you are infected, then infecting the others. So that will slow down the epidemic even, and then that will reduce the burden in hospitals. And also mask is definitely important. Hand sanitization and social distance, this need to be followed, and this is the only method that we can reduce. Of course, vaccination has started, so that will also fast track the decline in the pandemic, but then these three is most important. And if not adhered to, we may again land up in second wave or third wave, something like that also.
Yes, Dr. Sinha, in fact, that was going to be my next question here. Of course, it's great that, India has so far bucked the trend of the second wave. But, if we also just look at how the past year has been, India has sort of lagged behind in even when the cases began rising. We locked down when we were just about 100, 200 odd cases. And then we saw the cases really rising much after the, some of the other countries. And how worried would you be that, the similar pattern might once again come back, where we see the second wave coming in much after it's happened in some of the other countries?
Yeah, there are many places, like in Brazil, there are districts which had peak in April, and then there were no cases for 6, 7, 8 months. And then again, they have started exploding like anything. Like that were there in the April 2020. So anything can happen. We saw what happened in UK. Then again, our country, we have done so far well. So we don't know if we lower our guards against the preventive measures, like what we have been discussing, so mask, social distancing, and hand sanitization, we may land up there. But then again, we have some advantage, like our vaccination drive has started and is picking up. So this is one of the advantage. If we immunize large number of population in a shorter span of time, we may achieve herd immunity through vaccination, and then the second, third wave maybe may be prevented, or at least maybe the peaks may be lowered, at least if it comes. So we have this advantage of vaccination drive in a massive scale.
Right. And my final question to you, Dr. Sinha, is with respect to herd immunity, because now obviously this is something that needs to be studied in depth. The one of the ways, of course, is the Sero survey of assessing where we are. But how do you propose that sort of be done now? Because the only way to assess what's happening and to sort of ensure that it continues, that whatever we are doing continues, so that the cases don't spike, what really needs to be done now?
Yeah, if the cases, we see there are now, it's after almost more than a year, so we have very clear things like you should go out. Though the lockdown is not there, that everything is open and things are getting back to normal, near normalcy. That doesn't mean we start roaming and all, and so our COVID appropriate behavior must be followed, and the elderly and children should be more protected. And as and when your turn comes, you should get vaccinated in whichever categories fall. Even the case fatality rate has come down drastically. Now it's only 1.4 or something like that. So nothing to worry, but we should be vigilant and must follow this behaviors. So, and vaccination is important. So whenever your turn comes, you should go for that. So all these things will help us in preventing this second, third waves and getting life almost back to normal.
All right, Dr. Sinha, on that positive note, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your perspective with respect to India's COVID cases. On that